Often in statistics with group data, we're going to want to produce a histogram. Unfortunately, our spreadsheet program will not allow us to draw a histogram. So we're going to use autograph instead. So when we first start up autograph, we get a 2D graphing page. So the first thing we want to do is click on the button on the left that opens up a 1D statistics page. We're then going to want to enter in group data. So just below the page tab is the button that allows us to enter group data. We're going to want to use an XF table. So we click on that option and then edit. Autograph, unlike our spreadsheet program, uses the lower limits of our group. So if we flick back to our group frequency table from our spreadsheets, here we use the upper limits instead. So we can see that our first upper limit was 40. So the corresponding lower limit for that group would have been 30. So we go back to autograph and we want to enter in our first upper limit, lower limits, which was 30. The next one is then 40, 50, and so on. So our last lower limit is then 90. Autograph also requires us to enter in the final upper limits, which for our data was 100. So then for the frequencies, I can go back to my spreadsheet and I can just copy, by using Control-C, those frequencies, go back to autograph and click on the first frequency space, Control-V, then just paste those in. So it's a little bit quicker than just having to enter them in manually. So now we've got each of the lower limits and the corresponding frequencies, and then that final upper limit of 100. So now our data is entered in, click on OK, and then OK again. So to enter a histogram, we just need to click on the histogram button, which is just below data. Click on the button. Make sure that because we're doing a histogram, we want to click on frequency density and then click on OK. So it automatically plots our histogram for us. Obviously with this we can see that our frequency density is going up to a maximum of 1 and our X values are starting at 30, which was our first lower limit that we entered into our table. So to alter our axes, if we click on the yellow spanner just below Objects on the toolbar, so first of all change that X minimum to 30. We're happy with a maximum of 100. Our y-axis is our frequency density, so that's going up to from 0. We want it to go up to 1. Click on OK, and you can see how your axes have changed. At this point, we also want to change our labels because at the minute we've got X and F. So again, click on the spanner to edit the axes. Click on Labels. Instead of X, we want that to be test score. Instead of F, we want frequency density or FD. Click on OK and it will change those labels for us. Within Autograph, if we click on the Page tab, we can then copy the page if we want to copy and paste it in some other document. By copying the page though, we get all the toolbars as well, so often we'd use copy graph instead. Alternatively, you might want to save the page or graph to your documents to use it later on. Equally, we could use a snipping tool if we wanted to just take a capture of it and copy it in that way.